Dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into Vulnhub, which is designed to sharpen your cybersecurity skills and gain practical hands-on practice. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. So now let's jump in. The machine I'm going to do would be this one, very long limb. And in this video, I'd like to showcase some very important skills. And even I will demonstrate how to use Python to perform port locking. As you know, port locking is a stealthy method to make closed port open. And there will be different ways to do that, but in this video I'd like to show you how to use Python to do this job. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get started. We can head over to Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be net discover. So I use the option of -i to specify the interface, and then use the -r option to specify network range to speed up the scanning or discovery process. So now we can press enter. As you can see, the IP address of the target machine could be recognized as this one, 147. The first IP address belongs to internal DHCP server of VirtualBox, and the second one is assigned to host machine. In my case, is Windows host. So now, what are we going to do next? We need to conduct port and self scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already done that before. So now we can get out its result. So as you can see over here, I took the options like scene scan, the virtual scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. The last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. So then we can retrieve results when necessary, whenever, okay? And although, as you can notice here, the IP address of the target has been changed because I re-imported the machine to record this video. So from the Nmap scanning results, we can tell that the target has only one open port number, which is 80, running HTTP service, and also the service information Apache 2. However, above this line, we can notice that this port number 22, the state is filtered, a bit weird, right? And the service is SSH. So you know why in this case the state of this port number is stated as filtered, because we need to do some sort of port locking, just I mentioned at the very beginning. Anyway, we need to keep this into our mind as we move forward, okay? And also we can tell that this side has robot file accessible, which contains 2 disallowed entries. And later I need to manually enumerate these 2 entries by the browser. So I think just now I've already analyzed the results of Nmap scanning. What shall we do next? Of course, this case is very, very clear. We need to enter enumeration stage, both manually and automatically. Let's fire up the browser to do the manual enumeration first. Sorry, before we proceed, I'd like to note down such information to our notebook. So the IP address is 147, and the results of the Nmap scanning, the first one is 22 and is running SSH service. However, its state is filtered. And second port number is 80 HTTP service. Okay. So now we are in enumeration stage. Enumeration. And let's put the IP address of the target into the address bar. Press enter, and we got the page back. So Hacksudo, this is just the name of this machine. And there's some pictures or images. We can download the image to our working directory on the Kali Linux. Let's scroll down, another picture. And this one would be beyond the scope of this lab. This is maybe open link, and this would be redirect to internet. This is out of the scope of this lab. And we can scroll down, another picture we can save it as well. Save. Okay, so next we need to check the source code of this page. Nothing here. Next, also we can notice this URL. We can paste over here. You know, from the pattern of this URL, we can guess possibly this parameter has LFI vulnerability, right? Local file inclusion vulnerability. Later, I think we need to conduct such testing. But before we do that, let's continue our manual enumeration. For example, we need to go to the robots file, and there are two entries we can copy. And next, we can access these two directories. The first one is data, but we are redirected to its home page. A bit weird, right? Docs. So maybe some documents. No. So I think this should be the marked down file. Even we can get some CMS information. We can copy and paste over here. So now copyright, nothing special here or interesting. README. So this is again description of the plug CMS. And update. PGP. At the moment, this file is situated in the docs directory. To perform an update, please move this file to the root directory of a plug first. Of course, we are not allowed to do such activity. So next, I think we can use such a exploit to see whether this CMS plug is vulnerable. Plug. Indeed, this is vulnerable. And from the version information, version number 4.7.3, maybe these two exploits are what we should pay attention to. And this is a cross-site request forgery at the page. You know, we can get its code from the repository of such exploit to current working directory. And let's use the Vim editor to open. Oh, not what I'm doing. So Vim, not this one. So this should be, why nothing here? Maybe we need to get its copy again. Yes. And now we can use Vim editor to open up. Oh, not this one. We can use tab key. So this is the sim upload functionality in Plug CMS before this version allows an admin privileged user to gain access in the host. So I think this should be authenticated exploit. At this moment, we are not authenticated yet. So now let's quit. And also we can have a look at this exploit. Of course, this is not code. This should be the instruction. We can copy and get it to here. And let's take a look at and some more vulnerabilities like local file inclusion vulnerability. Yeah, I think this is the X cross-site scripting vulnerability, but I think all of them are authenticated. We cannot exploit them now yet. So now we need to continue our enumeration. For example, we can use Nicto to do the automatic enumeration. So the server banner or version information, admin. Oh, fantastic. This might be interesting. We find administrators panel. Maybe we can copy and put over here. Now we can access this page or this file, admin. So you are not logged in. A moment, please. Here we can get, we can confirm indeed this CMS or the version of this CMS 4.7.13. So just now is correct or not? Or not. So we can use such as exploit and plug. So now we can get, oh, this one. This should be exploit what we need. But again, this is authenticated exploit. At this moment, it's not exploitable. Okay, so let's go back. Let's try to log in. For example, we can use password admin to log in. Failed. I think if you want, you can, make brute forcing, but I'm not going to do. Brute forcing always a very time consuming, okay, in most cases. So let's go back and let's have a look at the Nicto output of Nicto. So images, install, found images. Maybe we can take a look at these images directory. And this is another picture we can download. And now we have already got several pictures or images. We can use some tools like Xf2 to display the metadata of the picture, but nothing here. Now we can Xf2, Hacksudo, nothing here, Xf2, and the neighbors. And we can Xf2 plots, nothing here. And next we can use static, for example, like Hacksudo. Cannot find valid passphrase. So I don't think we can find anything useful or hidden message from all images. Okay, I'm not going to repeat the process. Okay, so now let's continue. Maybe we need to launch GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. Let me auto-complete the command. However, I have to modify the IP address of the target to 147. And admin, we have already know that. Data, planet, interesting, planet. So let's have a look at this directory, travel. So I think this would be some sort of a game. It's not exploitable, just some sort of a game. And the next one is requirements. So what it's about, requirements. So plug has already been installed. Okay, so robots install data files. Files we have already checked before. Files. So this is just one picture, nothing in this picture. So next, I think we need to do deeper scanning. Oh, we find this flag. This should be the first flag. And put over here. So hi, good going. You're very close to loot. Catch me. Okay, no problem. We will catch him. And files. So maybe we need to do deeper directory enumeration for the data. Okay, so now we can put the data at its end. Data. So we find something like a Sims. We can take a look at the Sims directory. Data Sims. Nothing useful. And the modules. So what modules? Modules. Or some modules of this plug CMS. I don't think we can, exploit these modules. Okay, so now image settings. So more settings. So this is the PHP file. So what it's about. Okay, I think, oh, we find this one, trash. So why it's called trash? I think we can take a look at these files. Oh, we find the shell. So I think the trash is a bit misguiding name. Actually, this is very important for us or for administrator. If you click this shell, this is some sort of the web shell. We can run command like id, like the which command, which Python, Python 2 is not there, Python 3 is there. So of course, this is just some sort of a web shell. We can spawn a bit more normal shell, and we can run some reversal commands. You can get such commands from this website, Pentest Monkey website. So next, I'd like to copy this command to try. Maybe the first command cannot work, and then we can try the second one. And we can copy the IP address of the Kali Linux. And for me, I always use the 555 as listening port number, or the target would be connected back to our Kali Linux on this port number. So we can copy, and before we run reversal command, we should set up the listener on the Kali Linux first, waiting for collection from the target. So now we can paste reversal command here, but it's not working. And then we can try the second way. We can put the bash followed by the -C option, and you see we have already got the shell on the target successfully, and we can spawn a better shell by Python pty module spawn method. Okay, So next, also we can define the environment variable term, and then we can clear screen when necessary to get a bigger space. For example, we can run clear command. So what do we have to do next? We need to do some local enumeration on the target to find a vector which allow us to elevate, privilege, or make lateral movement. So we can go to home directory, alpha, nothing here. Go to the second one, we can copy, nothing here. Go to Proxima, permission denied. So also we can check its kernel. I think this version of a kernel is vulnerable, but I'm not going to take it in this video for this machine. If you want, you can try yourself. Okay, so next we can go to opt directory, nothing here, var backups. Oh, we find my circle backup file, and we can find some credentials, right? So we can copy this information. And so next thing I'd like to try is to, this username is very similar to system user. We can try to switch user to alpha, and the password would be this one. We can copy and paste over here. However, it's not working. So next we can try to log in to the database MyCircle, and we can specify the username to see whether we can find or enumerate information from database. Okay, and we can copy and paste over here. And now we can run command show databases, and there are 4 databases, and this one I think which should be taken into consideration. We can copy, and then we can use this database, and then we can show tables, only one table in this database. Then we can select all from, star or asterisk stands for all from authors table. And even we can find the name and password. We can copy and paste over here. So next, I think we can try to, switch current user from current user to this one. We can exit from database first, and then we can try to switch user, and then we can copy. Okay, it does work. Fantastic. We have already made successful lateral movement. Next, I think we can get the user flag without a problem. And next, we can try to run sudo. However, sudo command not found. And next, we can upload Perl's shell script to do the automatic enumeration. And let me make the font to be bigger. I've already got this script, Perl's shell script ready. So next we need to upload this script to target. This is very easy. Of course, there will be different ways, but for me, I always use or prefer to use this way. We can set up web server by Python 3, and use this HTTP a package server module. Now we can go back to the text shell and upload this shell script. Okay, now we need to make it executable. Okay, and now we can run it. Okay, when we try to elevate privilege or make lateral movement, in most cases, we should rely on the power of this script, ninpier's shell script. And I think we can scroll up to see whether we can find something interesting. A lot of output by this script. Oh, I think this Perl command has capabilities to set UID. I think we can copy this one to paste to our notebook, and then we can continue our scrolling to see whether we can find something else. Cron job information and processes information. We can find this daemon process knock. So why, when we did a map scanning, the state of 22 port number is filtered because of this one. So if you want to make it open, we need to do some port knocking, and you can use the knock utility, or we can use the mmap. But in this video, I'd like to show you how to use Python to perform port knocking. Okay, we also can involve some sort of automation. But let's go back. Although this is not necessary for this challenge, for this machine, okay, because we have already know that this Perl has capabilities set UID. So how to utilize this capability? You can go to the website of GTF OBIMS and search command Perl, and then at the bottom we can copy this. Of course, very important point I'd like to raise with you, or raise for you. As you know, we cannot just simply run Perl and then you can copy. For example, you copy the later part. This will not work. As you can see now, we are not a root user. We are still a Proxima user, because this machine has different versions of Perl. As you can see, this is the default one, or this is this binary. This Perl, this virtual Perl is put into environment variable path. Okay, but this one doesn't have capability of set UID. Instead, this one under the home directory has a set UID. Okay, so we need to copy the absolute path, or alternatively, you can navigate to the directory where this Perl lives. Okay, but I think we can just copy the entire absolute path, and then we can copy the latter part of this command. Okay, press enter. As you can see, we are successful. Then we can navigate to root directory to grab the root flag. Okay, I think that this box is done successfully. Before I finish up this video, I'd like to show you how to use Python to to perform port locking. Just now we have already know that this machine or this target machine is running knock process or knock daemon process, and we need to, then we have already got the shell on the target. We can get its configuration file. We can cat under the attack directory knock d conf, and then we can get the sequence of the port number. So if you want to open SSH service, we need to perform port knocking with the, with this sequence of port numbers. Okay, we can copy and paste it over here. So next, I'd like to use PyCharm to write a program to perform such port locking. Okay, so let me new a Python file. We can limit like port knocking, and we need to import module socket, and also we can import import sys module. And first of all, we can define the function main, and we just now, for now, we can put a pass statement. Later, we will come back to, to complete this function. And next, we can check. We can have if condition or if statement. Put the condition lim is equal to main, and then the following code would be executed. Okay, so we can save. Next, we need to do some, arguments processing. How to do? So if len sys archive, this is a list, and this list contains the file name itself and the arguments specified by the user. So if the length is less than, the user should define the 3 port numbers. So if it's less than 4, we can print. It means that the user doesn't run our program properly. So we can print some kind of usage. And the port number 1, port number 2, port number 3. Sys archive. This list, the first item in this list is the file name of this program. Okay, and then we can exit from the program. Okay, and the port number. So next, we can capture or we can handle the arguments specified by the user. So port 1 is archive. The second item, port 2, sys archive. Okay, port 3, sys archive. And we need to, of course, this should be the should be a string. We need to convert it to integer, so we can use the method, not a method. This should be the function int. Okay, so int. So now we can, of course, next we need to define the function connect port, but we didn't define yet. So now we can, for example, we can define the method connect and port number, and we can create object or initialize object of socket. Socket address. The first parameter or first argument should be address family. This case should be IPv4 socket stream, and then we can connect, and here we need to pass a tuple. The first would be the IP address of the target. Okay, and second one would be the port number. So I don't think we need to send anything to the target. So now we can close. Okay. So how to do next? We can first, we need to follow the sequence of the this, to make the closed port 22 open, we need to perform port locking with the sequence of these 3 port numbers. Okay, we can, so the first one should be okay, and then connect port number 2, connect port 3. Okay, and then we can connect 22 port number. So maybe we can add try and exception construct try, and so we can indent these 2 lines, except print failed to knock. Or maybe this is, of course, this is not, this will not be successful. We just try to connect, that's all. Okay, so done knocking. I think that's all, and finally we can close. Okay, however, maybe we need to move this line to out of this try and exception block. Okay, so I think next we need to for the 22 port number, we needed some special processing. Okay, maybe we just we can, if port is 22, and then not here, the 22, the connect should be successful, right? So we can if port 22, and then we can print something like SSH surface is running now. Okay, so I think that's it. Let's run the program to see whether there is any error. Okay, so now we can run our port. Oh, we need to specify the sequence of port number. We can copy. Press enter. So knocking. But SSH service is not open. Interesting. Indeed, it's open. Okay, so I think I've already demonstrated how to use Python to perform port locking. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.